Is Zen Buddhism the path to inner peace? 1. Zen Buddhism, a journey to the present moment. In a serene and ancient library, a monk strides in with the calmness of a mountain breeze. Without hesitation, he pours tea over a stack of sacred Buddhist scrolls. The shocked students leap into action, trying to save the precious texts. But the monk's voice cuts through the chaos. This is Zen. This seemingly irrational act encapsulates the essence of Zen Buddhism, direct, unorthodox, and deeply rooted in the here and now. Zen Buddhism has intrigued warriors, poets, emperors, and philosophers for centuries. But what exactly is Zen? And why has it influenced so many aspects of Eastern culture? In this exploration, we'll peel back the layers of history, philosophy, and practice to uncover the heart of Zen and how it can apply to our everyday lives. 2. The origins of Zen, from Bodhidharma to the samurai. The birth of Zen in China. Zen Buddhism traces its origins to India, where Buddhism was born. However, Zen, as we know it today, emerged from the transmission of these teachings to China, particularly through Bodhidharma, a pivotal figure in the history of Zen. Arriving in China around 520 CE, Bodhidharma introduced a radical approach to enlightenment, unlike the prevailing Buddhist traditions of the time, which focused heavily on scripture and rituals. Bodhidharma emphasized meditation and direct personal experience as the path to awakening. Legend speaks of Bodhidharma meditating in silence for 9 years, a feat symbolizing his unwavering commitment to stripping away illusions and experiencing the raw nature of existence. His teachings challenged traditional notions of merit and devotion, as highlighted in his famous encounter with Emperor Wu of Liang. The emperor, who took pride in his extensive temple constructions and acts of charity, expected Bodhidharma to commend his efforts. Instead, Bodhidharma dismissed these deeds as superficial, asserting that true enlightenment transcends material acts. His cryptic response, "Vast emptiness, nothing holy," encapsulates the Zen philosophy, an unrelenting focus on uncovering the ultimate truth through simplicity and directness. Under Bodhidharma's influence, the foundation for Chan Buddhism, the precursor to Zen, was laid. He urged students to abandon reliance on external forms like texts, rituals, or dogmas, advocating instead for meditation as the key to understanding one's true nature. This minimalist yet profound approach attracted followers and deeply influenced the trajectory of Buddhism in China. Chan Buddhism flourished in China, with subsequent masters like Huineng refining and expanding its teachings. Huineng's emphasis on sudden enlightenment, realizing one's true nature in an instant rather than through prolonged effort, resonated strongly within the Chan tradition. Over time, this philosophy evolved and crossed borders, shaping what would become Zen Buddhism in Japan. Zen's arrival in Japan. The transmission of Zen to Japan in the 12th century marked a transformative chapter in the history of Buddhism. Japanese monks such as Eisai and Dogen journeyed to China, immersing themselves in the teachings of Chan Buddhism. Upon returning, they adapted these teachings to the cultural and spiritual context of Japan, giving rise to two primary schools of Zen, Rinzai and Soto. Eisai, who founded the Rinzai school, emphasized the use of koans, paradoxical riddles or statements designed to disrupt rational thought and provoke sudden insight. These enigmatic questions, such as, "What is the sound of one hand clapping?" were not meant to be solved intellectually but experienced intuitively. This method aimed to shatter conceptual thinking, allowing practitioners to grasp the essence of reality directly. Dogen, on the other hand, established the Soto school, which focused on zazen, or just sitting. This practice embodies the core of Zen, sitting in silent meditation, free from any goal or striving, and fully present in the moment. Dogen's teachings emphasize that enlightenment is not a distant goal but a continuous practice, attainable in every moment of existence. Zen quickly permeated Japanese society, extending far beyond the confines of monasteries. It became a guiding force in shaping Japanese culture, particularly through its influence on the samurai. The samurai code of Bushido, with its emphasis on discipline, honor, and mindfulness, was deeply intertwined with Zen principles. For the samurai, Zen offered a way to confront the reality of life and death with equanimity, cultivating a mindset of presence and fearlessness. Zen's impact was not limited to the warrior class. It profoundly influenced Japanese arts and aesthetics, fostering a culture of simplicity, subtlety, and harmony. The tea ceremony, for instance, embodies Zen's emphasis on mindfulness and the beauty of impermanence. Each movement in the ceremony is deliberate, encouraging participants to be fully present and attuned to the moment. Similarly, Zen inspired the creation of karasansui, dry gardens, where raked gravel and carefully placed stones evoke a sense of stillness and contemplation. In calligraphy, Zen practitioners found a medium to express their insights through bold, spontaneous brushstrokes. The act of writing became a meditative practice, reflecting the artist's state of mind and their connection to the present moment. These art forms, rooted in Zen principles, continue to inspire people worldwide, transcending cultural and temporal boundaries. The philosophical core of Zen. At its heart, Zen Buddhism challenges conventional notions of truth and reality. It teaches that the ultimate nature of existence cannot be grasped through words or concepts, but must be directly experienced. This focus on direct experience is encapsulated in the Zen adage, "When hungry, eat. When tired, sleep." Such simplicity underscores Zen's rejection of duality and its embrace of the present moment. Central to Zen practice is the idea of satori, a moment of sudden awakening. Unlike other Buddhist traditions that may emphasize gradual progress, Zen holds that enlightenment can occur spontaneously, often triggered by seemingly mundane experiences. This belief reflects Zen's emphasis on stripping away illusions and uncovering the inherent wisdom present in every individual. Zen also emphasizes the interconnectedness of all things, urging practitioners to see beyond the self and recognize their unity with the universe. This perspective fosters a sense of humility and compassion, encouraging individuals to live in harmony with others and the natural world. The legacy of Zen. Today, Zen remains a vibrant tradition, offering timeless insights into the human condition. Its emphasis on mindfulness, simplicity, and direct experience resonates with modern seekers, providing a counterbalance to the complexities of contemporary life. Whether through meditation, art, or daily activities, Zen invites us to cultivate a deeper awareness of the present moment and to uncover the profound truths hidden within the ordinary. By tracing its journey from Bodhidharma's meditative practices in China to its integration into Japanese culture, we see how Zen has continually adapted to new contexts while remaining true to its core principles. Its legacy endures, inspiring people across the globe to explore the path of self-discovery and inner peace. 3. Core teachings of Zen, beyond words. 1. Zazen, the heart of Zen. Zazen, or seated meditation, is the very essence of Zen practice. It is often misunderstood as a method for achieving enlightenment or attaining higher states of consciousness. However, in Zen, Zazen is not a means to an end but an expression of enlightenment itself. Practitioners sit in quiet stillness, observing their breath, their thoughts, and their sensations, without clinging to or rejecting anything. This practice embodies the Zen principle of just being. Thoughts may arise like clouds in the sky, but the practitioner does not engage with them. Instead, they let them drift by. Master Dogen, one of the greatest Zen teachers, describes Zazen as shikantaza, or just sitting. This is a state of wholehearted presence, where the act of sitting itself becomes a profound exploration of existence. Zazen teaches practitioners to face life directly, with all its joy and pain, without seeking to escape or alter it. In this stillness, the illusion of separation between self and the world dissolves, revealing the interconnectedness of all things. It is in this moment of total awareness that practitioners realize enlightenment is not a distant goal but an ever-present reality, waiting to be recognized. 2. Koans, breaking through conceptual thinking. Koans are perhaps the most unique and enigmatic aspect of Zen. These paradoxical riddles are not puzzles to be solved, but gateways to direct experience. A koan disrupts the habitual patterns of logical thinking, compelling the practitioner to move beyond the confines of the intellect. Consider the famous koan. What is the sound of one hand clapping? At first glance, it seems nonsensical, but its purpose is not to elicit an answer in words. Instead, it encourages the practitioner to let go of conventional reasoning and engage with the question on a deeper, more intuitive level. Wrestling with a koan is often a long and arduous process. Practitioners may spend months or even years meditating on a single koan, grappling with the frustration and confusion it evokes. Yet, it is in the midst of this struggle that a breakthrough occurs. The moment of insight, or satori, often comes unexpectedly, like a flash of lightning illuminating the night sky. This realization is not an intellectual understanding but a profound, transformative experience that shifts the practitioner's perception of reality. Through koans, Zen teaches that ultimate truth cannot be grasped through words or concepts. It must be experienced directly, in the raw immediacy of the present moment. 3. Direct transmission, mind to mind. One of the most distinctive features of Zen is its emphasis on direct transmission, the passing of wisdom from teacher to student without reliance on scriptures or doctrines. This is often likened to a flame lighting another flame, an intimate and personal connection that keeps the teachings alive and dynamic. The process of direct transmission transcends verbal instruction. A Zen master may use unconventional methods to guide their students, such as a sudden shout, a sharp slap, or even silence. These seemingly unorthodox actions are meant to jolt the student out of habitual thought patterns, opening the door to direct insight. For example, the story of Linji Yishuan, a famous Zen master, illustrates this approach. When a student asked him about the essence of Zen, Linji responded by shouting, "Katsu." The sudden, unexpected nature of his response was designed to break through the student's intellectual questioning and bring them face to face with reality. Direct transmission ensures that Zen remains a living tradition, adapting to the unique needs and circumstances of each student. It underscores the core Zen belief that enlightenment cannot be taught or explained. It must be realized within one's own heart and mind. The interplay of the three pillars. The three pillars of Zen, Zazen, koans, and direct transmission work together to guide practitioners toward enlightenment. Zazen provides the foundation of mindfulness and presence, allowing practitioners to cultivate the stillness needed for insight. Koans challenge the limits of the mind, pushing practitioners to transcend conceptual thinking and experience reality directly. Direct transmission bridges the gap between teacher and student, ensuring the teachings remain alive and deeply personal. These practices are not separate paths, but interconnected elements of a single journey. Together, they embody the essence of Zen, a profound, wordless exploration of truth that goes beyond thought, beyond language, and beyond self. 4. Zen in everyday life, ordinary mind as the way. Before and after enlightenment. The Zen saying, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water, reflects the transformative power of Zen practice. While the tasks of daily life remain unchanged, the practitioner's relationship with them undergoes a profound shift. Enlightenment does not add something extraordinary to life. Instead, it reveals the extraordinary within the ordinary. Before enlightenment, chopping wood or carrying water may feel burdensome, driven by a sense of duty or necessity. After enlightenment, these same tasks are approached with full presence and acceptance. The focus is no longer on the outcome, but on the act itself. Every movement, every sensation, becomes an opportunity to engage deeply with life as it unfolds. This teaching reminds us that enlightenment is not a distant goal but a way of seeing and being in the world, accessible in every moment. The art of presence. Zen's emphasis on presence and mindfulness permeates every aspect of daily life, transforming even the simplest activities into opportunities for practice. In the tea ceremony, for instance, each step, whether it is folding a cloth, pouring tea, or offering the cup, is performed with meticulous attention. This ritual is not merely about drinking tea, but about cultivating mindfulness and reverence for the present moment. Similarly, in Zen painting and calligraphy, the artist's state of mind is as important as their technical skill. A single brushstroke, executed with spontaneity and precision, captures the essence of the moment. The artist must be fully present, free from distraction, allowing the energy of the moment to flow through the brush. This act of creation becomes a form of meditation, a way to express the interconnectedness of all things. The rock garden at Ryoan-ji in Kyoto is another iconic expression of Zen's focus on simplicity and presence, with its 15 stones placed amidst meticulously raked gravel. The garden invites visitors to sit in stillness and contemplation. The design is intentionally minimal, encouraging the viewer to let go of distraction and engage deeply with the experience of simply being. The garden's beauty lies not in its complexity, but in its ability to evoke a sense of peace and clarity. Everyday tasks as Zen practice. Zen teaches that any activity, no matter how mundane, can become a form of meditation when approached with mindfulness. Sweeping a floor, washing dishes, or even walking to work can be transformed into opportunities for presence. The key is to focus fully on the task at hand, letting go of past regrets and future worries. This practice is often referred to as samu, or mindful work. In Zen monasteries, manual labor is considered an integral part of spiritual practice. Monks engage in tasks such as gardening, cooking, or cleaning with the same dedication and focus as they would in formal meditation. The goal is not to complete the task as quickly as possible, but to immerse oneself fully in the process, appreciating its simplicity and rhythm. For example, raking a garden becomes an act of meditation when the practitioner pays attention to the sound of the rake, the texture of the soil, and the pattern of the lines being created. This mindful approach fosters a sense of connection and gratitude, reminding us that even the smallest actions can hold profound meaning. The path of simplicity. Zen encourages us to strip away the unnecessary, both in our external lives and in our minds. This principle of simplicity is not about deprivation but about clarity, removing the clutter that distracts us from what truly matters. In daily life, this might mean slowing down and appreciating the small moments, the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the sound of leaves rustling in the wind, or the aroma of freshly brewed tea. These moments, often overlooked in the rush of modern life, become gateways to deeper awareness and contentment. Zen's teaching of ordinary mind as the way invites us to embrace life as it is, without striving for something more or different. It reminds us that the path to peace and enlightenment lies not in escaping the world, but in engaging with it fully, with an open heart and a quiet mind. By practicing presence in our daily tasks, we begin to see that the sacred is not separate from the mundane. Every moment, no matter how ordinary, holds the potential for awakening. This is the essence of Zen, finding profound truth in the simplicity of everyday life. 5. Zen and the warrior spirit. Mushin, the mind of no mind. The concept of Mushin, no mind, is one of Zen's most profound contributions to the warrior spirit. For the samurai, Mushin was not just a mental state but a necessity in the chaos of battle. This state of no mind is characterized by complete detachment from ego, thought, and emotion. Instead of being clouded by fear, hesitation, or overanalysis, the warrior acts with fluidity, responding instinctively to the present moment. Master Taekwan Soho, a Zen monk and advisor to many samurai, often likened Mushin to water. Water does not hesitate. It flows effortlessly around obstacles, filling every space with adaptability and grace. Similarly, a warrior in the state of Mushin is not hindered by preconceived strategies or rigid thoughts. They are fully present, their movements guided by an intuitive understanding of the unfolding situation. This principle extended beyond the battlefield. Samurai practiced Mushin in their daily lives, honing their ability to remain calm and composed under pressure. Swordsmanship, archery, and even the way they performed everyday tasks became exercises in cultivating this state of effortless presence. As a result, the samurai were not only formidable warriors, but also exemplars of discipline and inner peace, facing death with equanimity. The practice of Zen deeply influenced the samurai's relationship with mortality. Both Zen monks and samurai meditated on the impermanence of life, contemplating the inevitability of death as a means of transcending fear. This mindfulness of mortality, often expressed through the phrase, "die before going into battle," did not signify resignation but liberation. By fully accepting the reality of death, the samurai were able to act without hesitation or attachment, achieving a state of fearless clarity. Zen teachings often emphasize the transient nature of existence, encapsulated in the phrase mujo, impermanence. For the samurai, this understanding of life's fleeting nature was a source of strength. Knowing that life could end at any moment, they were encouraged to live with purpose and presence, cherishing each action as if it were their last. Meditation on death was not a morbid practice but a way to transcend the fear that paralyzes the mind. By confronting the ultimate unknown, the samurai found freedom from the ego's grip. This mindset allowed them to enter battle with a calm and resolute spirit, prepared to give their lives for their duty or honor without hesitation. Zen training beyond the battlefield. The influence of Zen extended far beyond the physical act of combat. Samurai often turned to Zen practices like seated meditation, zazen, to refine their mental discipline. In the stillness of meditation, they trained their minds to remain steady and focused, even in the face of external chaos. This mental clarity was essential for maintaining composure in high-pressure situations, both on and off the battlefield. Zen also permeated the samurai's approach to the arts. Practices such as calligraphy, tea ceremonies, and poetry were not mere hobbies, but essential elements of their training. Through these artistic expressions, the samurai cultivated a sense of balance and harmony, embodying Zen's principles of simplicity and mindfulness. For instance, the deliberate movements of the tea ceremony mirrored the focus and precision required in swordsmanship, teaching the samurai to find beauty and meaning in even the most mundane actions. The legacy of Zen and the warrior spirit. The integration of Zen into the life of the samurai created a unique synthesis of spirituality and martial discipline. The teachings of Mushin and mindfulness of death enabled the samurai to achieve a profound level of mastery, both in combat and in life. Their ability to act with clarity, presence, and grace has become a timeless example of how Zen principles can be applied to the challenges of everyday life. Today, the warrior spirit of Zen continues to inspire not only martial artists, but also anyone seeking to navigate life with courage and mindfulness. The samurai's legacy serves as a reminder that true strength comes from within. By embracing impermanence, cultivating presence, and acting with unwavering clarity, we can face life's challenges with the same fearless spirit that guided the samurai. 6. Zen for the modern world. Living with intention. In the fast-paced modern world, where multitasking has become the norm, Zen offers a counterbalance by inviting us to slow down and live with intention. Zen teaches that every action, no matter how mundane, holds the potential for mindfulness and meaning. Drinking a cup of tea, for example, becomes more than a routine task. It becomes an act of presence. Feeling the warmth of the cup, noticing the aroma, and savoring each sip connects us to the present moment. Similarly, everyday activities like typing an email, preparing a meal, or even commuting can become opportunities for mindfulness. The key is to engage fully with the task at hand, letting go of distractions and giving it our complete attention. Zen encourages us to bring a sense of care and awareness to every action, no matter how trivial it may seem. Through this practice, we transform the ordinary into the extraordinary, rediscovering the richness of life in each moment. Letting go of striving. Modern society often equates happiness with success, productivity, and endless striving. We are conditioned to believe that fulfillment lies somewhere in the future, after the next promotion, the next accomplishment, or the next purchase. Zen challenges this mindset with its radical teaching that we are already complete. Zen reminds us that enlightenment or happiness is not something to be attained or chased after, It is a state of being that is always accessible. This teaching is encapsulated in the Zen concept of shunyata, or emptiness, which points to the idea that our true nature is beyond all labels, desires, and achievements. By letting go of the constant need to strive, we free ourselves to experience life as it is, rather than as we think it should be. This doesn't mean abandoning goals or responsibilities. Rather, it means approaching them with a different mindset. Instead of attaching our self-worth to outcomes, we can focus on the process itself, finding joy and meaning in the act of doing. Letting go of striving liberates us from the stress and dissatisfaction of always reaching for more, allowing us to discover contentment in the present moment, finding peace in chaos. In today's world, peace and quiet can feel like rare luxuries. The constant buzz of notifications, the pressures of work, and the unpredictability of life can make it seem impossible to find stillness. However, Zen teaches that peace is not dependent on external conditions. It is something we carry within us. Zen's practice of mindfulness trains us to remain centered, even amidst chaos. A Zen master's advice, "Let the noise avoid you," encapsulates this teaching. Instead of resisting or being overwhelmed by the noise and chaos around us, we learn to let it pass through us without clinging or reacting. Life itself, with all its messiness and unpredictability, becomes the perfect meditation hall. Practicing mindfulness in the middle of daily life teaches us that we don't need to escape to a quiet retreat or temple to find peace. Whether we are stuck in traffic, navigating a difficult conversation, or managing a busy schedule, we can return to our breath, ground ourselves in the present, and approach each moment with calm and clarity. Zen also encourages us to embrace impermanence and uncertainty as natural aspects of life. By accepting that everything is in constant flux, we learn to let go of resistance and flow with the ever-changing circumstances of the modern world. This shift in perspective allows us to find peace not in the absence of chaos, but within it, embracing the present moment. At its core, Zen is a practice of being fully alive in the present moment. In a world that often pulls us toward the past or the future, Zen reminds us that the only reality is here and now. Through mindfulness and meditation, we train ourselves to let go of distractions, worries, and regrets, reconnecting with the simplicity and beauty of the present. Zen for the modern world is not about renouncing technology or abandoning responsibilities. It is about finding balance and meaning in the midst of it all. By living with intention, letting go of striving, and finding peace in chaos, we can bring the timeless wisdom of Zen into our daily lives, transforming even the most ordinary moments into opportunities for awakening. 7. Conclusion: Zen as a way of life. Zen is not about escaping reality or reaching for an abstract spiritual ideal. It's a practice of fully embracing life in its raw, unfiltered form, living each moment with presence and awareness. From Bodhidharma's quiet meditation to the samurai's fearless precision, and from the tea master's deliberate rituals to the poet's spontaneous haiku, Zen reveals the profound simplicity of existence. At the heart of Zen is the recognition that nothing is lacking. You are already whole. This teaching resonates deeply in Master Linji's words, "The true person has no rank, no form. Stop searching. What you're looking for is what's looking." This profound statement invites us to stop striving and simply be, to see that the enlightenment we seek is already within us. The next time you drink a cup of tea, sit quietly, or take a deep breath, remember, these small, everyday acts are Zen in action. When we bring full attention to the present moment, we step into the infinite completeness that Zen reveals.